I'm sure I can say this, I'm told that they did not struggle to get guests.
Oh,
Once they said we're coming to New York and we're coming to Washington and to Virginia, the people were queuing up.
I hate to go here, but this is my beat. On the flip side of that, back in Montecito, you do have celebrities that don't want the association with Harry and Meghan. Reese Witherspoon specifically, I was told, declined appearing on Meghan's initial podcast because she cares very deeply for Catherine, Princess of Wales, and she didn't want to jeopardize that relationship with the future queen. So I do think that it's important to point out that real royalty still attracts a huge and important and influential group of people. And Harry and Meghan, they've alienated themselves because their brand can appear to be so negative at sometimes.
Well, I think we may have spoken before about leading up to this. It was an incredibly important state visit, and Harry and Meghan often, when something is so important to the royal family, they pop up. Yeah. They do something. I remember when I was flying to Boston.
Like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, like a moth to a flame. But this time, Harry and Meghan behaved themselves this week, do you think?
No, I don't. Like, no? I love your delivery. At least there was a question mark at the end of that sentence. So all we're talking about is how exciting this trip is. I know you were there like last week. Or 2 weeks ago, we were so excited about this trip. What was it going to deliver? And all of a sudden Harry pops up in Ukraine out of nowhere.
That is Carnival of So-Called expert Kinsey Schofield once again making stuff up.
Yeah.
Once again, that's what she's doing basically. Because they never even saw her at the White House. She wasn't even there.
She was not even invited.
She wasn't even invited there. And here she is being called upon to give her opinions about even the state visit that she wasn't even there. And she's giving opinions about Harry and Meghan who live in Montecito, who she has no access to whatsoever.
Yeah.
When will Kinsey Schofield stop making stuff up, for goodness sake? Hello, Winnie, how are you?
I am good. I can feel the anger that you have when talking about this, and I have a bunch of questions still.
I'm not happy with Kinsey. Kinsey Schofield is someone who I can't really stand, honestly, because of her lies. That's why.
So regarding that, so that we can still talk about this anger that you have, Brian, I have a couple of questions. According to the video we've just watched right now, according to Kinsey, an American royal expert, she claims that actress Reese Witherspoon did not want to be on Meghan's podcast because she didn't want to upset Kate. Does Reese know that she was expected to be at Meghan's podcast? That's question number one.
That was a good one. Does Reese Witherspoon even know that she was supposed to be on Meghan's podcast? I don't think she knows.
She does.
Because, with Kinsey Schofield, I had to call her out because, first of all, you just say that she's an American role expert.
Yeah.
If Harry and Meghan today were to move to Switzerland, you'll see that there's a Switzerland role expert.
Yes.
You don't have a monarchy in Switzerland.
Yeah.
If Harry and Meghan came to South Africa, you'd hear there's a South African role expert.
Talking about the royal family.
And yet there's no monarchy there.
Exactly.
And Kinsey is someone who is called upon by the UK media as someone who has a kind of insider information about Harry and Meghan's lives in Montecito.
Because she's in America.
And she knows nothing.
Exactly.
She knows nothing. I want to repeat this. Kinsey Schofield knows nothing. I never see her on any red carpets. Not the Grammys. Not the Emmys. I don't see her anywhere. Even at the White House state visit.
Yeah,
she wasn't even there. She wasn't even there. But she's called upon as a US royal expert.
Yes.
All because Harry and Meghan want to live in America. So really, you should be thankful to Harry and Meghan because she can earn a living by calling herself a US royal expert, or because Harry and Meghan live in America and now you can need someone to pretend that she has a kind of information about Harry and Meghan's lives in America. Yet Kinsey has no idea about anything. I mean, first of all, Does Kinsey Schofield even know actress Reese Witherspoon?
No.
Has she even met Reese Witherspoon?
No.
I don't think so. So she was told by those voices in her head that Reese Witherspoon was somehow expected as Meghan's first guest on Meghan's podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Give me a break.
I mean, stop lying for goodness sake. You know, Kinsey Schofield. You know, I think what she's trying to do here is basically saying that, you know what, celebrities are supporting the royal family, even here in America, but they don't want to be seen with Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
You know, she's saying that because that's what UK media want.
Yeah.
Because to UK media, it's always, let's pick sides. There has to be people who pick sides.
Yeah.
You are either on team Harry and Meghan or on team William and Kim Morton. That's what she's doing right now. And I highly doubt even that, you know, Americans are willing to play the game.
Yeah.
Because Meghan is a US citizen.
For sure.
Americans support each other. And they support Meghan. I don't know about you, but I never saw any crowds gathering to see Charles or Camilla pack her balls. You know, even in New York City, we saw how even the people in New York weren't happy about King Charles' visit. But what are Matt, the PR arm of the royal family, doing? They're trying to say that there's so much interest in the royal family and that the public, you know, they've come out and supported Charles, you know, at his state visit. Please stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. You know, even the state visit just ended just a few hours ago, a few days ago. And yet, here they are still talking about Harry and Meghan. Instead of focusing on William, on Charles, on Camilla, on Kim Morton, they are talking about Harry and Meghan while saying Harry and Meghan are unpopular, Harry and Meghan are relevant, people want to be around Harry and Meghan. My family, you know, what I can say is that they can say that all they want, but you and they both know one thing. If there are people who really want to be around Harry and Meghan, mostly it is Kinsey Schofield, it is UK media, it is Kinsey, who calls herself an American royal expert.
Apparently.
You never see her on any red carpet because she's not known. No, nobody trusts her. You know, she's only invited to GB News, to The Sun, to Talk TV, so they can hear her lies because you can't expect any truth from someone like Kinsey Schofield, who's a known prolific liar. You can't.
Also, you have mentioned something, and then it reminded me of the day we were our joint segment when we were talking about numbers don't lie. The fact that they treated Meghan so bad. What did you expect? Like, of course, people won't show up when you treat your own.
Yeah, an American citizen, appallingly. And so they never showed up for Charles, but here they are trying to say that Charles had some crowds. Oh, come on, give me a break. We saw real crowds, you know, Harry and God in Australia. We never ever saw that for Charles. We never saw that.
True. And according to her still, she claims people want to associate with William, Kate, Camilla, and Charles, but they don't want to be associated with Harry and Meghan because of, I feel so bad, because of the negativity. What do you think about this?
UK media want to associate themselves with Harry and Meghan. They want to be in Harry and Meghan's circle. They want to be even living in Harry and Meghan's home. They want even to live there.
Inside with them.
Inside with them, so their own home. Don't have a camera following Harry and Meghan around. They covet that so badly. You know, UK media can't stand seeing any other person around Harry and Meghan but them. So they can say that, oh, others don't want to be seen around Harry and Meghan. No, don't speak about others. We've seen people who want to be around Harry and Meghan. Many people. That's why whenever Harry and Meghan go anywhere, UK media tend to throw a hissy fit about Harry and Meghan going anywhere, to New York City, to Australia, to Colombia, Nigeria. UK media throw a fit when they see Harry and Meghan going anywhere because they can see how the public love, show up and support both Harry and Meghan, and they, UK media, can't stand it.
And also the fact that many people, I think we even said it here on our joint segment, many people who have interacted with Harry and Meghan in real life, they say like what
wonderful things about Harry and Meghan.
And
I agree.
And they still question why is there so much negativity pushed about
Harry and Meghan.
Yes, and yet these people in real life, they are actually wonderful people. And
exactly.
Oh my
Harry
goodness.
and Meghan are really, really good people.
Yeah.
And UK media, what they're trying to do basically is just they're trying to say that people want to be around Harry and Meghan to isolate Harry and Meghan from people who support them.
True.
And then say these people, they support the farm over you, Harry and Meghan. When really what we've seen that the people are standing in support of Harry and Meghan.
Yes.
And it's Harry and Meghan who want nothing to do with tabloids, but tabloids want everything to do with Harry and Meghan.
Them. Yeah. I love the fact that you were saying like they want even to be at their house, take pictures when they wake up.
In Montecito, yeah.
They want to drink a cup of tea
at Harry and Meghan's home, Montecito, exactly.
And then it becomes a headline.
Exactly.
So Matt says that whenever something is so important to the royal family, Harry and Meghan pop up. They do something, but this time Harry and Meghan behaved themselves, as they say. Brian, you recalled this a while back that the British media were looking for Harry and Meghan during the state visit. What do you think about this?
I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you. I told you. I told you, Wendy. I told you. I told you that UK media were looking for Meghan.
Yeah.
I told you. And they're confessing they were looking. They were expecting for even Meghan to post something on Instagram.
Yeah.
So they can complain. The fact is, if Meghan posted anything during King Charles' state visit, even her tying her own shoelaces,
it would
have upstaged, the entire state visit. That's how powerful both Harry and Meghan, are. And I told you that clearly, they had some paparazzi who are, I think, stalking Harry and Meghan for a picture.
Yeah.
So they can complain about it. They were hoping that Meghan post something on Instagram so that they can complain about it. And because they didn't get that, look at them. They're still angry, trying to look for something to complain about. As I said would happen. And they're doing exactly what I said they would do.
Yeah.
And they just confirm themselves what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the ones who tend to do things whenever Harry and Meghan have something big going on is mostly William and Kate Middleton. Look, for example, when Harry comes to the UK for a visit, because he has a project, for example, that is doing or working on.
Yeah.
William and Kate Middleton post their vacation to go out and pretend that they're busy.
They're busy. Apparently.
They're doing something, right?
They become busy now.
Yeah, exactly. They pretend that William and Kate are busy doing something whenever Harry and Meghan have something big, coming out.
Yeah.
Even for example, even Meghan's show on Netflix, We Love Meghan season 2 last year. What happened on the day that Meghan show was coming out? What happened? We saw how Daily Mail looked for a story on Thomas Markle to use against Meghan.
Yeah.
Even before that, we saw how Kate Middleton was pretending that she's busy doing something on the day that, of course, Meghan's show was airing. They keep on trying to, of course, try and ride the coattails of the attention Meghan receives, and then they accuse her of that which they are guilty of doing to her. And we're not going to stand or put up or have that. We're going to call out exactly what's happening. And the fact is, this smear campaign, of course, must stop. And them going after Harry and Meghan, it must come to an end. Harry and Meghan are very, very good people, Winnie. It's a shame, really, to see what Harry and Meghan have gone through at the hands of the toxic media who put Harry and Meghan through hell, and then who blame Harry and Meghan or accuse them of the things that the UK media are guilty of doing to Harry and Meghan. Because whenever Harry and Meghan are the ones who, whenever they have something big coming out, senior members of the royal family and UK media will always try and deflect attention. They always try to just steal some attention from Harry and Meghan. And not that they can succeed, but they just try to sabotage what Harry and Meghan are doing. And it happens time and time again. And this time, Harry and Meghan, maintaining a low profile, during King Charles' state visit, just living their lives, it basically, UK media, they looked and they got nothing. So even in California, it shows you that Harry and Meghan have the ability to, of course, protect the privacy very, very well in California, such that no matter how much money paparazzi are offered to look for something, a picture, anything about Harry and Meghan, so UK media can complain about, they couldn't find anything. Harry and Meghan, did well.
Yes, and I also wanted to even echo what you've said, that the part Meghan, the team that Meghan is really working with, they really did a good job, that nothing popped up, because they could have take a lead, even if it's something positive. Her collecting eggs with Archie and Lilibet, it will have turned to be a whole story.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I agree with you.
Yes. Now, the last question in our joint segment for today, Kinsey claims Harry did something wrong popping up in Ukraine before King Charles' state visit. Wasn't he invited there in the Ukraine?
He was invited to Ukraine to attend the Kyiv Security Forum. He was invited there.
Yeah.
So the event could not be postponed because
Because-
King Charles has a state visit.
Yeah.
You know, we knew also you were doing something that day.
Yeah.
When Charles was having a state visit. People, you know, even in my country, woke up in the morning to go to work.
To work. It was a
During
normal
King
day.
Charles' state visit. It was a normal day for many people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always Harry and Meghan who are expected, don't do anything.
Just
King
sit
Charles
down.
has a state visit. Don't do anything. Don't even work that
Work,
day.
yeah.
You know? I mean, come on, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
Life goes
and of
on.
course, Harry and Meghan living their lives. You can't tell Harry and Meghan to post what they're doing to somehow, you know, please Charles or William or Camilla or Kim Moulton. Yet even when Harry and Meghan aren't seen publicly, they complain. They look for Harry and Meghan. They ask where are Harry and Meghan because that's what they're doing. They're asking, where is Harry and Meghan? Where is Harry and Meghan?
Why you not picking up?
And I told you that if Meghan isn't seen for a day,
Yeah.
UK media will look for her.
We'll look for that.
I told you.
Yeah.
But Kim Moulton can disappear for 6 months. No issue, no problem.
It's okay.
Perfectly fine. But Meghan, not even
day.
speaking for like a day.
Yeah.
Already enough for the media to say, we're looking for Meghan. Where is she? What is she doing? What is she up to? I mean,
Even the fact that even during the state visit, the fact that she did not post, even post on her stories was
exactly.
now what? Why are you not posting?
Why are you not
Meghan?
posting?
Why are you not
Now they're
posting?
asking why you're not posting.
Why are you not posting? Now that becomes an issue.
And the
Apparently.
weird thing is that they say that Kate is the one who's popular.
Yeah.
Yet Kate can disappear for 6 months, no issue.
No issue.
Meghan can't even not post on Instagram for a day. And they're asking what is Meghan doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
Make
come
it
on.
make sense, as Brian says.
Yeah.
We have now a mantra for a joint segment. Make it make sense.
Exactly. Many
Yes.
things that Wikimedia come up with are just very, very absurd.
Yeah.
Like even the story on Reese Witherspoon. Oh, she was expected to be a Meghan's podcast. Does Meghan even know that? Because Kinsey makes stuff up. She makes stuff up.
Yeah.
You know? The guests who are to be at Meghan's show who are invited were there. Because of course there are people who are friends with Meghan,
Yeah.
people who know Meghan, and people of course Meghan wanted to interview. I don't know what honestly I don't see what Meghan was going to do with Reese Witherspoon, my family. I just don't see it one bit. And it's clear Schofield made this all happen once again. Like she always makes up many things. This is the issue I have with many of these carnival so-called experts. You know, they make stuff up time and time again, then blame Harry and Meghan for them making stuff up about them. Yeah.
And we have come to the end of our joint segment today. So please, I hope you've enjoyed our joint segment. And if you like, please, you better subscribe so that you can continue doing this joint segment. And Brian, what do you have to say?
Thank you, of course, and please like, subscribe, and share. And as we continue growing our family, thank you, of course, and goodbye. And see you on our
Bye-bye.
next video. Bye.